Alright, so I'm here at RPM, dropping off the truck. Got the Total Chaos upper control arms and the King shocks. They're gonna install it today.
So on the rear, what we did is we went ahead and replaced the rear shocks. So first what you do is you remove the factory strut. You're gonna pull that out, let the axle droop. Obviously you gotta watch out for like brake lines, ABS line, any type of form-fitted line that goes from the body to the axle, just to make sure that none of that gets snagged. You have to always check for that and then make sure you do both sides, remove it all. That way when you droop the axle, you're not gonna risk breaking anything or causing a problem later on. So then after that, we'll go ahead and drop it, put the new spring in, take the bump stop from the factory spring, throw that guy up on in there, and then we'll get your new shocks, mount those up. I like to go from the top bolt first and then kind of set the bottom on the axle afterwards. Makes it a little bit easier in my opinion. And then the last thing you do is you'll get these resi mounts and you'll throw these on. They have the little plastic retainer clips that go into the frame. You pull those guys out. It's kind of like a pivot, and it just kind of pulls and locks itself in place for the little mount for the two threaded holes on here. And then this bracket bolts up to there. The clamp bolts down to the bracket, and the resi goes right inside, and then you tighten that down with this little 3/16 screw on top.
So what we got going on here, Nathan?
Right now we're setting up the upper arms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay everything out, kind of get it ready and prepared. That way I can assemble it, and then it makes it much easier when I throw it in.
So we got the front shock in, the upper control arms, got the resi mounted, had the black cover piece here, but I took it off because you can't cover that.
So in the front we got the King coilovers, 2.5. We've got this nice external resi. They go ahead and hide the goodies. I don't know why, but then you got some Total Chaos uppers. Overall, solid front end. It's gonna put in a lot of work.
Right on.
Just about wrapped up. And
All right, man, we got the Tundra on the alignment rack right now. We're about to do an alignment, so let me get it up in the air. All right, so I got to put on the sensors on each wheel, and then we'll go from there. All right, I got the front sensor on. I'm gonna put the one on the rear. I got the sensors all mounted. Let's go ahead and start the procedure. All right. Now I gotta measure the caster. Pull the pins.
what are you running it under like a...
All right, so let's get started. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen up the tie rods and these cam bolts right here, one in the rear and the front side of the lower control arm. have you had this vehicle for? Since March. All right, so here's the numbers. So I got my camber at 0, I got my caster at 3.5, and my toe is bouncing from 0.08, 0.09, and I'm cool with that. Little OCD, I wish that would stay at 0.08 to satisfy my OCD-ness, but that'll work. There you go. Alignment complete. Alright, so this is the test drive after the King's install and also the alignment. Seems to be straight. Steering wheel straight. Driving straight. Drive straight. Maybe the steering wheel's off just a tiny bit. I'll make an adjustment on that. But I'm not worried right now. I'm just gonna leave it as is because I'm sure I got plenty more adjustments to do on this thing. Front bumper's going on, winch is going on, camper's going on. There you go. It's like level. So when I have the camper, it's going to droop. So we'll have to change the springs out. Something heavier, maybe longer. The front's going to drop also. So this isn't the final because I got a lot of stuff I'm going to add to it. Front bumper and the C4 front bumpers going in, and the winch, the worn winch. So it's going to add some weight to the front. That'll drop a little bit. Springs we're going to change out in the rear to support the camper. That wraps up this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.